Right. Hold on. All right. Hello. So I think that I'm going to go ahead and take this video down when I'm done, as well as the Cardi B video. It's only gotten 80 views since I put the video up, so it doesn't seem to be worth all of the negative emotional, uh, you know, I guess backlash that it may have caused. I could even tell by the number of upvotes as well as downvotes. Um, you know, the purpose of that video was to speak about witchcraft. That was the whole purpose. It wasn't about Cardi B or racism or whether or not people can say racist comments about Black people. That's not what it was about. Okay, it's not. uh, and let me just say this: that's not what this channel is about. This channel is not about calling out racism or punishing people that have said things that are seemingly racist. That's not what this channel is about. Um, I know that I've made a few videos where I have spoken about race issues, but this channel is not about racism. And it's not about defending any particular race. Of course, I am Black, which means that I am a descendant of mostly African, which means that, of course, I'm against racism against Blacks. But I also do not agree with, and I'm going to be honest with the whole community on YouTube, I don't agree with Black people attacking other Black people because of the racist comments of others. Instead of which, I've been through that. I've been through being judged unfairly because of someone else's racist comments about Blacks. I've been through that, which is terribly unfair. Of course, I was judged by people who probably didn't like me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But, uh, I, I don't agree that I don't agree with the sentiment of, you know, of Black people being racist or evil or hateful towards each other. I don't agree with that. I have had some of the most horrific, horrible things said as well as done to me by all races of people. So I think there's some people that totally misunderstood. Hold on, guys. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna remove it because I think that that's a lot of people's issue or gripe with Cardi B is that she supposedly made these statements. Here's the one thing that I don't do. One thing that I do not do is worship celebrities. I don't I don't worship them like they're gods because they're not. So I don't just follow celebrities and everything that they say. Whether or not Cardi B is a racist or not, it's to be honest with you, I've explained this to I've tried to explain this, my theory on racism, to the Black community so that Black people won't quite be so emotionally damaged by it. My whole sentiment in it is love yourself, accept yourself, and realize that it is anybody's prerogative if they want to dislike Black people. You shouldn't try to force somebody to, to agree with everything that Black people do, or they don't necessarily agree with um they don't necessarily agree that everything is racist. You know what I'm saying? So I personally do not think, in my humble opinion, that Black people should be sensitive in that capacity, because then you're giving somebody power over you. And we've talked about that. We've talked about people, especially Blacks, that will literally throw their whole life away, go to jail, go to prison, kill themselves, kill their families because somebody called them an N-word. I don't agree with that. I think that if people know that they have power over you, they're going to use it. There's a lot of people that don't agree with that sentiment. Me knowing the way how the world is, though, I can't force somebody to like me. If there's a person that is racist that doesn't like Black people, what are we going to do? Are we going to force them to like Blacks? Are we going to force them to be nice to Black people? Thank you, sweetie. We can't force that. You can't force somebody to love you or like you. You can't do it. So why not just embrace the people that do like you and care about you, instead of wanting to, feeling like you want to commit suicide over over a group of people that may not like you. That was my whole thing about it. So anyway, I think you can waste your life. I mean, of course, if it's somebody that is in charge of hiring, or if it is a police officer or a judge, okay, then that can be a problem. Again, I always advise my people to take their ancestors into the courtroom with them if you are facing those kinds of charges. I always suggest that. But the point of the video was not about whether or not Cardi B is racist, whether or not she's right or wrong. Hello, SC, how are you, sweetie? That was not the point. If Cardi B is, speaking negatively on Blacks, and then I would say, well, that's wrong for her to do that. But that wasn't the point. The point of it was that hearing about the verdict and knowing that I did a reading on it, and then also to expose the fact that there are a lot of people that use witchcraft. So it wasn't about civil rights and the rights of Black people. That it wasn't about that. It was strictly about the whole, the court thing, whether I feel that Cardi B definitely, either her attorney or either her herself did some of that work. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about none of that other stuff. And so anyway, I I don't know. It kind of made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, and I feel like people was looking at me side-eyed, in which I don't think that's right. I don't. Um, Last year, well, not last year, a few years ago, a white friend of mine who is an ex-friend of mine, um, was saying racist statements about Black people. And again, I think it came from that sector, mainly the negativity came from that sector. That I was being blamed for this woman saying racist things. And I don't use white supremacy or racism against Black people. I'm way too powerful for that. So people were upset and angry at me instead of this person. In fact, not only were they not even upset at the person that's obviously racist, they they attack me, still do. Listen, uh, I can't please everybody on this channel. Of course, I don't support racism or discrimination against Blacks, but I will state my opinion on that and say that there are a lot of Black people on this platform that have thrown me under the bus for nothing. I did nothing to them, and they threw me under the bus because I don't know. Again, maybe people need to go and reference the video that I made about light-skinned Black people and what we go through in this society with our own people. Oh, we're not Black enough. It's almost like we're being treated like we're white. Like we're white racists and we ain't even do anything. And people think that they can say whatever they want to say to us, do whatever they want to do to us, and we're supposed to just lay down like dogs. And I'm sorry. So I don't know. I may take this video down and the other one. Maybe I was tripping. Maybe the reason why. No, I don't think I was, because I could just sense it. It was just like, oh, so I'm supposed to automatically be on Tasha K's side because she's Black? Am I supposed to automatically be on her side because she's Black? I'm supposed to automatically agree with Tasha K and agree with her because she's Black? No, I don't. Personally, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I believe that Tasha K is a swagger jagger. Personally, I think she's a swagger jacker. I remember when I first started coming out on YouTube, and I would sit and drink wine and talk and do things of that nature. And I got drugged for filth on YouTube. People were making up shit about me. It was a regular old gang stalking. I was targeted for takedown. And you see that I'm still here. And I ain't going nowhere. So I was dissed and degraded, shunned, my channel messed with, people scapegoating on me, people dumping their crap on me, people being as evil as possible to me. So you know what? When I put my trust in somebody, when I put my love in somebody, race has nothing to do with it. It doesn't. It doesn't. That's just like we've got the Imbolc coming up, and the goddess Brigitte, depending on who or what it is, she can either be white, she can be a white lady, or she can be a Haitian Loa to you. So these deities are interchangeable sometimes, and so Brigitte can either be white or Black to you, whatever it is that you uh, uh, whatever it is that resonates with you. But her energy is very loving. She's got like a mothering, caring energy about herself. And I was trying to find my inbox stuff from last year. And I know that last year there was one video that was put up where I was talking about attacking the woman's womb. And then in 2020, I did another type of ritual. Uh, you know, yeah, I did another type of ritual. So, I don't agree with any race of woman and her womb being attacked. I think that Tasha K felt that she could get away with attacking that woman's womb. She said that Cardi B had herpes. She said that Cardi B was a prostitute. She said that something about she was cheating on her husband or something like that. And evidently Cardi B felt some type of way about that. I think that people do need to check what they are saying about people. You can't just go and say, oh, so and so has herpes, or and I remember I remember Tasha K saying, having that Star Marie person on her channel doing an interview talking about Cardi B's vagina and just saying all these things about her. And so I don't agree with that coming from anywhere. If Cardi B had done that to Tasha K, being that I am balanced, being that I am all about justice, being that I am all about what is right, I would have said, no, I don't agree with you doing that, no matter what the race is. So I know that talking about Cardi B brings up this race issue because of Cardi B supposedly being, saying racist comments about blacks. And, but that wasn't the point. I think that people skip over the point. And whenever it gets to the point, because first of all, I don't know where this started in the YouTube community to where black people are attacking other black people because of racism. I don't understand that. I don't understand why a black person would be paranoid that another black person is accepting of that. That has never been me personally. I don't like racism because I don't like hatred. I think that it is stupid to do that. I think that it is very negative. Hold on, let me finish making my statement the truth. I think that racism is stupid. I think that, thinking that you are better than somebody because of your race on either side of the spectrum is a cross to bear that has nothing to do with Jamila. I live my life carefree. I live my life like it's golden. I don't want nothing to do with any of that. I honestly, I feel that no matter what, I don't like the way people treat each other. I don't like ill treatment coming from anybody. Somebody mistreating me doesn't feel right coming from either race. I don't like any of it. Okay. So I may take the video down because, I had some backlash and some obvious jealousy over the Regina King video that I did. I don't even know if I'm going to even be doing any readings on that situation either. I'm a huge fan of Regina King, and, I think that she's going through enough right now. So out of respect for her, but that video has barely gotten 100 views. So it's not worth, my people thinking that, I'm cool with Cardi B, being racist towards black people. No, I'm not cool with that. Absolutely not. However, why do y'all always miss the point? It's almost like I shouldn't have to do a disclaimer. I shouldn't have to explain myself. It was pretty much cut and dry what my video was about. It was pretty much cut and dry. Like, hey, why are you up there, kitty? I don't understand why you're up on top of my refrigerator. I don't understand it. I don't. My cat has been acting kind of strange, y'all. What was I gonna say? to close out my statement. I was going to say one last thing, but then my cat distracted me. Okay, so whose side are you on? Neither. I'm not on neither side. I don't have to take anybody's side. I have the right to be neutral. I have the right to not really. First of all, I don't have an emotional attachment to any of it. I'm not emotionally attached to that situation at all. Do you think Cardi should have sued her? Do I think Cardi should have sued her? I think that we live in America and you can do whatever you want. Clearly, Cardi felt that she should sue her, and that's what she did. Now, people had to remember Cardi had to submit to a genitalia swab to prove she's clean. I would feel some way too. Yeah, man, that like you just can't be saying things about people just that's not cool. So it's not that I'm on anybody's side, but I think that she did send Cardi B through a lot to just be an up and coming artist, and Tasha K being I'm sorry if I'm leaning towards anybody's side, it would be Cardi B, because Tasha K is like one of them vultures. Tasha K is a vulture, and y'all know it. She got that vulture energy. She's a gossiper. She's a and I think she's also a witch. I think Cardi B is a witch too. I think that it's a lot of people that are in Hollywood or connected to Hollywood that do practice witchcraft, because I definitely felt a little snubbed by the video, but I'm just like, well, first of all, that video was not about that. That video was specifically about whether or not there was witchcraft that was being used. And I was speaking about my prediction on it. My prediction of it predicted that Cardi was not going to win that case. And I think the case, because it took 3 or 4 years for the case to come about. And if I'm not mistaken, I may have read somewhere where the case was either closed or dismissed, and they reopened it because of some statements that Tasha K had said in social media, if I'm not mistaken. Do I think Cardi should have sued her? I think that you have the right to sue whoever you want for any reason. So it's not about whose side that I'm on. I don't know those people. I don't know Cardi B. I don't know Tasha K. I don't know either one of them to be on either one of their sides, but I can tell you that it is extremely devastating for someone to go around saying those things about another person. It was horrible. And I remember back during that day, and I saw a lot. Oh my God. I was reading an article on it, and there was somebody that was extremely angry at Cardi B, saying, oh, will somebody please tell this retard to shut up or something? And it's like, okay, so I think she called her special needs or something like that. So now you're attacking special needs people. Like, I just don't get down with any of it. And so yeah, I don't contend with either one. I don't even contend with any of that. But my thing was strictly to talk about the witchcraft, how I feel that there may have been some witchcraft involved in it. That's all I was talking about. Do I think a $4 million judgment on Tasha K was a bit harsh? Oh, no, I don't. I don't think a $4 million judgment was harsh on Tasha K. I don't. Somebody was saying that the judge was racist in the situation. And like I said, I'm going to read all of that. I'll look at the judge. But no, I don't. I think people need to watch what they say, especially when they're attacking a woman's womb. People need to, hold on, y'all. People need to watch what they say. Like what do you mean? Wow, okay. Don't you think that it's a bit don't you think that that's kind of horrible that she stigmatized this woman and said that she had herpes? Like, do you think that it's okay for people to attack people's womb? Why do people think that that's okay? And so what do you disagree about? These people have money. Like from what I was told, Tasha K, this is not going to break her bank. So these people have money. So $4 million may be different from from somebody that would be broke by $4 grand. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, you can't just decide you're gonna go around telling lies on people like that. That's horrible. And then she came with witnesses that, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I did predict this, that people were going to start regretting bringing people to do interviews on people. I think that there are some people because I think that Anne Marie had a lot to do with this. Anne Marie was willing to say anything about Cardi B to hate on her. So I think Anne Marie need to help pay some of that judgment. She need to help. Why did it all end up getting put on Tasha K? Because Anne Marie is, basically threw Cardi under the bus and said it's true because I know her. So people are going to have to think twice. I never did agree with, because I've seen people on YouTube doing interviews about me, and I'm not near about no millionaire. But I've seen people just say anything. They just lose their mind and say any dang thing about you. Just whatever horrible thing that they can think of to say about you, they're going to say it about you. And I don't agree with that. Yeah, I know. I think that Tasha K has her beliefs on the situation, to be honest and fair. I've heard Tasha K's statement about it. I couldn't keep listening to it because she was going on and on about her personal beliefs about Cardi B, and I guess she was talking about the field of I guess prostitution, and I feel the same way. I feel the same way about the sex industry. I feel the same exact way. But do I have the right to go out in social media and, speak lies or gossip about people? No. Now, here's another thing, the reason why I don't take sides, okay? Whenever you are dealing with the justice system, a lot of this has to do with karma. A lot of it has to do with your relationship with your ancestors. We do know that people go into the system and they don't get justice. They don't. Whatever it is that Tasha K got on her, I'm not going to take none of that negativity. Okay, I'm not going to take any of that negativity. I'm not, whatever she got going on, that's between her and her husband and her family. I don't have to absorb any of the negativity or whatever negative thing that that Tasha K has on her or that Cardi B put on her. Because I said it. I said that this was not going to end well for Tasha K. Did I not say that? I warned her about the line of work that she does. Same thing with Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams is in a wheelchair. She can't even walk. And I'm shocked that Wendy Williams didn't ever get sued. I think she did get sued a couple of times. Right, man. She said, yeah. Yep. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right. Tasha K does have a huge platform and is very successful. And you know what? I haven't thrown my card yet, which I will later. I should have time later. I don't think it's over for Tasha K. I don't think that Tasha K has to take this as, I mean, she better keep working. She better keep working because, you know, she can still, it's not like she's being deplatformed or anything because of it. She just, you know, it kind of goes along with what she does, you know. And so, you know, I think that she can either take this as a it's kind of like one of those lose-win situations to where, I mean, hell, I wish I was relevant enough to get sued by Cardi B for $4 million. You know, can you imagine getting sued by Cardi B or anybody famous that sues you? That means that you're somebody. But, you know, again, I don't agree with, nor do I watch. I don't watch Wendy. I never watched Wendy Williams show, and I didn't watch Tasha K. I don't watch them. And so, yeah, exactly. Wendy Williams is sick. She's in a wheelchair. She said that Wendy Williams is saying that she's getting ready to sue the network, evidently, because they had fired her. That is called karma. You know, Wendy Williams had a lot of people pissed, and she was lucky that did nothing happen to her previously. I mean, when she fell out, remember when the whole thing happened with the Statue of Liberty thing? When she fell out on stage, I immediately recognized it as bad spiritual energy. Bad spiritual energy that made that lady fall out like that. Because she had pissed a lot of people off. Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, I don't know. Like, I'm not into the shock jockery, I'm not into that. You know, I focus on the spiritual side of it, the witchy side of it. So that was my whole point. I wasn't saying, you know, because I don't know why people do that. People always think that I'm trying to say that any kind of racism is justified. No, racism is not justified, but you're not going to attacking each other regarding racism ain't going to do black folk no good. It's not going to do black people no good to do that. It isn't. In fact, I have an opinion that black people need to stop allowing racism to have such a negative effect over on them. And I know that you can't help it because if somebody is racist, clearly they would be in a position of power over you. I've talked about this several times on my channel throughout the years. I have. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. And you know, it just goes to show that all money ain't good money. You know, but then again, at the end of the day, I think that they need to get their spirits in order because, you know, I did not see Cardi B winning that case. I didn't. However, as Tasha K grew and she kept talking crap, about Cardi B. That's what hurt her, because all of this started 4 years ago. So Tasha K got bigger and bigger, and the bigger you are, sometimes the harder you fall. So this is somebody that is a respected, gossip columnist, and she reaches a large audience. Cardi B was right on for doing what she did. I would have done it too. Now, if it's somebody that, I don't care who talks about me, and I don't care if a video says something negative about me and gets 50 views. My spirits are coming for you, okay? But I think that Tasha K was just too big for her to, be saying all that, all that reckless, reckless tongue waggling and stuff. Anyway, let's get past it. I do not agree with Cardi B being racist in any way. No, I don't. No, I am not a coon. No, I am not. I was speaking specifically on the spiritual aspects of it. And I will be doing a reading later. But do I think that it's necessarily worth it? The video is that Regina King video. I think it got like 300 views by the end of the day, the first day that I put it up. Is it going to be worth it for me to go further with this? I don't know. I have to consult with my spirits. In fact, I may take this video as well as that video down because I don't want to be in it. I don't want to be in it. Right. Cardi sent her a cease and desist letter and had Tasha recant and took down her videos. Cardi would have let it go, but Tasha refused. So that's what. Exactly. So evidently, that's just. She has the right to do that if she wants. She has the right to sue whoever she wants. Okay. So it just, but I don't know. All I know is that, I have empathy for both of them. I think that Tasha K, I don't know who this machine is that Tasha K is talking about. I guess she's talking about the system. What does that have to do with what you're doing? So it's okay for you to take out however you're feeling some type of way on other people. And I just don't agree with that. Okay, so Tasha K does have some issues. I don't know. I may pursue this further. Like I said, the video that I did on Tasha K and the reading that I did, it got a little over 2,000 views in 4 years. I think it was 3 years ago, March of 2019, when I did that reading. So, it may or may not be worth it for me. I will let y'all vote in the community tab. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. Exactly. And I don't really think we can holler. It's just saying, just looking at Cardi B, I don't think that we can necessarily holler racism about it because Cardi B looks like to me, I always thought Cardi B looked black, just light skinned and black. Honestly, I have family members that look like Cardi B. I think my daughter kind of favors her sometimes. So, she's, to me, Cardi B is, especially if she got that, so I don't know. I didn't want I didn't want black people to think that I was cool with that because I'm not in any way. In fact, racism is whack. I don't like racism at all. I don't contend with it. I don't. And yeah, as a black woman, I have went through racism as a witch, as a black witch, as a black identified witch. I've been through racism on YouTube, and yeah. So anyway, so We'll see what happens. I mean, Tasha K says that she's going to appeal it. I personally think Tasha K would do better just apologizing and moving on. She doesn't seem like that type of person, though. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't even, if anybody is looking at this as a racial issue, then I think you're kind of looking at it in the wrong way. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. We'll see what the spirits have to say. I'm going to put a vote in the community tab. And if I get enough votes to where people feel that it is worth it for me to pursue this, like as far as a reading is concerned, then I will. Otherwise, we're going to move on. And, because obviously this is a sore spot for people. And I totally understand that. However, I don't agree with our own community because I got attacked. I actually got attacked by somebody. I had no idea this chick was going to say these racist statements. I had no idea that she, literally she fooled me. Thank you, the truth. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. At any rate, I could feel that I could feel like black people. I could feel I could feel black people. Let me put it like that. I could feel that, and I don't want I don't want black women or black men to be upset with me because I remember a few years ago, like I said, but you can't get mad at me because and then also, what about the covert racism that people do? I had an old friend of mine come out and tell her. Now I've been working for years. I've been working for the past 20 or 30 years, and I was hit up with covert racism. I was called a welfare queen. I ain't never been on no dang on welfare. I always had jobs and worked. And people just believed it. People believed it because she was white and I'm black. So I was actually very hurt. But then again, there were a lot of people in the black community that supported me. So I'm good with y'all. But, I was speaking specifically, I was explaining, basically, I was explaining about why I predicted that wrong. And I don't mind admitting when I'm wrong. I ain't one of them type of people because I could have just quietly erased the video and said, oh, I'm not going to let this be a blemish. But I think that my prediction was correct. But I do believe that Cardi B got that work done, which does not take away from her win. It doesn't. I mean, I am one of those types of people to where I'm gonna give you the harsh truth. If Cardi B would have came to me and said, Jamila, do a reading for me. Do you see me winning this? And I saw no. And then she went and, took some chicken feet and hung them over her door and threw salt over her back, over her left side every day until she won. Then you just never know. But we'll see if you guys want to see the reading. If not, we'll just move on because I've got other stuff coming up on the channel. I just received a big box. We have in bulk coming up. Let's get back on track. I don't know why everybody, a lot of people don't like Cardi B though. What's up with the hatred for Cardi B? Anyway, leave a comment if you want to talk about why you hate Cardi B. I'm not going to go and feel hatred in my heart. Feeling that hatred in your heart does you no good. It doesn't. I don't think about it at all. I don't sit and think about racism all the time. I don't. It's something that will drive you crazy if you let it. Okay. All right. I gotta go. I will see y'all later. Blessings.